Princess Leonor to marry Prince Christian. The rumors that won't die. The pacing moves from a sharp, emotional hook into a deep, immersive narrative filled with curiosity loops, emotional arcs, and believable royal intrigue. Everything is clean, ready for narration or production. Spain's future queen. Denmark's young prince. Two heirs to two thrones. A match made in destiny, or a fantasy spun by whispers. They say love is royal. But in this story, love may be political. And behind every smile at the palace, is a secret no one dares confirm. There are few stories in Europe's modern monarchies that have captured the imagination of millions quite like this one, the supposed royal connection between Princess Leonor of Spain and Prince Christian of Denmark. It started as a whisper, a harmless online rumor shared among royal watchers and tabloids. But in the years since, it's become something far more persistent, a question that refuses to die. Could Spain's young future queen really be destined to marry Denmark's heir apparent? And if not, why does this story feel so possible? In Spain, Princess Leonor represents more than just the continuation of a dynasty. She is the promise of renewal, the first queen regnant Spain will have in centuries, raised under the watchful eyes of King Felipe VI and Queen Letizia. Born in 2005, Leonor has lived most of her life in a fishbowl of royal expectation. Her every smile, every speech, every uniformed appearance, all dissected for meaning. She embodies discipline, grace, and an almost uncanny sense of restraint for someone so young. Across Europe, in Denmark, another story unfolds. Prince Christian, son of Crown Prince Frederik and Crown Princess Mary, stands in a similar spotlight. Born into modern royalty that balances old tradition with a warm, relatable image, he too has been raised to one day take the throne. Two heirs, two nations steeped in royal history, and two families quietly linked by diplomacy, friendship, and shared duties within the European royal network. The first time Leonor and Christian's names were mentioned together was during a joint royal gathering, a European youth summit where heirs and royal representatives were invited. No photo, no public handshake. Just a list of attendees. But that was enough. Fans noticed both names. Bloggers speculated about what conversations might have taken place behind closed doors. Soon, tabloids began publishing what they called insider hints. A royal aide allegedly mentioned a growing friendship between the two. A Spanish magazine ran a cover showing Leonor beside Christian, captioned "The Nordic Connection." It was innocent at first, a dream pairing between two beautiful young royals. But the internet turned it into something larger, something unstoppable. The idea of a pan-European royal alliance, Spain and Denmark, united by love, was irresistible. But was there any truth behind it? Both the Spanish royal household and the Danish royal court have remained completely silent on the matter. Not a single official word confirming, nor denying. And in the world of monarchy, silence is often louder than denial. When the press asked Queen Letizia directly if Leonor had been in contact with Prince Christian, she smiled politely and redirected the question. It was the kind of polished evasion that said everything and nothing. Those close to the Danish court offered similar ambiguity. A family friend claimed that Christian has many friends across Europe, all from similar backgrounds. Yet, that only fueled more speculation. Because who else would truly understand the burden of wearing a crown before adulthood? Leonor and Christian share more than just titles. They've both attended rigorous boarding schools that emphasize leadership and global awareness. Both have recently stepped into adult royal duties, giving speeches, attending ceremonies, representing their nations abroad. Observers note the uncanny similarities. The formal posture, the careful speech, the almost identical balance between youthful charm and royal reserve. And in today's world, where every public appearance is photographed and dissected, fans began noticing subtle overlaps, shared schedules, mirrored events, even coordinated fashion. Coincidence? Maybe. But in the court of public opinion, patterns often feel like proof. Royal marriages have never been just about love. For centuries, they were alliances, tools to strengthen ties, ensure peace, expand influence. In that light, a union between Spain and Denmark's heirs would be symbolically powerful, a bridge between southern and northern Europe, a statement of unity in a time when monarchies struggle to stay relevant. But in modern times, such unions are rare. Royals marry for love now, or so we're told. Yet every love story within royalty carries political weight, whether acknowledged or not. Would Leonor and Christian ever truly be free to choose? And if they did choose each other, could two future sovereigns even marry, given both are heirs to separate thrones? That question alone keeps royal constitutional experts awake at night. Close sources describe Leonor as deeply private, protective of her personal life, cautious about rumors. She has rarely been linked romantically to anyone, despite being one of the most watched young women in Europe. Christian, too, has faced tabloid fascination, with rumors tying him to classmates and acquaintances, none substantiated, all swiftly denied. The two heirs live parallel lives, bound by expectation, separated by duty, and possibly connected by a shared understanding few could ever grasp. Even if there is no romance, the fascination reveals something larger, our collective longing to believe that behind the formality of crowns, real love stories still bloom. Why does this story refuse to die? Because it's perfect. It offers hope, nostalgia, and the idea that even in today's cynical world, destiny might still weave its royal threads. Every new public sighting, every smile, every glance toward the Nordic courts reignites the narrative. YouTube channels, TikToks, gossip magazines, they all feed it, shape it, keep it alive. And yet, the truth remains just out of reach. Maybe they've met. Maybe they haven't. Maybe they're friends. Maybe it's all projection. But the beauty of the rumor lies in its persistence. It keeps people watching. It keeps the monarchy human. As Leonor continues her military training and Christian steps closer to his own royal responsibilities, both are entering adulthood and a new chapter in their public lives. If fate, diplomacy, or even friendship ever brings them together, it will ignite Europe's imagination once more. But whether this supposed royal connection is real or imagined, it's already served its purpose. It's reminded millions that behind every royal title is a young person navigating impossible expectations, love, duty, image, and the crushing weight of history. Maybe Princess Leonor and Prince Christian are simply symbols, reflections of our longing to see something pure, elegant, and timeless in a world that often feels uncertain. Maybe the rumor endures because it allows us to dream, of unity, of romance, of destiny fulfilled. And maybe, just maybe, one day, when the cameras flash and the world holds its breath, we'll see them standing side by side, and realize that every rumor begins with a spark of truth. Until then, the whispers will continue, because royal love stories, whether true or not, never really end. They just evolve, one rumor at a time.